So it is a manky old day today. It's not actually raining yet, but it is forecast later. Hopefully we'll be nearly home by then. But it is pretty windy as well, as it seems to have been for as long as I can remember just lately. Just this country just seems to get windier and windier. But we're on a route today. It's just under 53 miles, and it goes down to Kimbolton and does a kind of wide lap of Grafham water. So it goes out. It doesn't hug the shoreline of the reservoir, but it goes out round some of the villages around there, and then it comes back into Paxton and around the edge of St Neots, and then up Paxton Hill, and then back through to the back of St Ives, and then up from St Ives. So I had to muster up all my reserves of motivation to get out today. I was on nights. I finished nights yesterday morning, so had that kind of switch over last night. I was up early this morning because Mrs B's on earlies, so I got up when she went, and I had intended to be out actually a bit earlier than I am. I think it is only, yeah, it's not even 7:30 yet, so so it's still fairly early. I know it's going to be busy. I'm just heading down to Wellington. When I get the other side of Wellington, oh blimey, and out onto the main road, it's probably going to be quite busy. And then I'm following that all the way down Vinegar Hill through Alconbury, and then hopefully, well, there's no hopefully about it, when I get the other side of Alconbury I'll be back on roads like this, so it should be pretty quiet. I say the wind at the moment is more of an annoyance than it's causing me any trouble. I'm getting a bit used to it now. Well, as I've said on a lot of these videos, it's always windy out here. That's why there's so many wind farms. But yeah, it is due. It is due to get a bit windier later when the rain comes in. So, but I say hopefully we'll be nearly home by then, or we will be home by then. So I will spin you round. Hope you enjoy this one, because it's a bit of a longer route. I will be speaking to you again, probably a few times, and I'll see you in a bit. See you in a bit. So contrary to what I said back there when I when I was on that busy road, I said about, you know, when I get the other side of Alconbury, I'll be on a quieter road. Just come down that road there, and I've had to give way in the space of about a mile. I've had to give way to 4 cars, one of which the driver was on his mobile, which wasn't very good. 3 vans, the last of which literally run me off the road as it came round a bend. Fortunately, I managed to unclip and put my foot down before it drove me into the verge, but I really wasn't happy. And 1 bin lorry. So hopefully this stretch we're on now will be a bit quieter, fingers crossed. So anyway, I'll spin you back round and I'll speak to you in a bit. I'll see you in a bit. Oh, there you go, there's another car. I'll see you in a bit. See you in a bit. As you can probably see, we've had a bit of light precipitation. I am absolutely soaked. Oh, blimey. But at least I've, for the moment, turned out the wind, so it's coming this way. So that is a bonus. So at least the rain's going down the back of my neck now, instead of in my face. But it's going well. It's pretty hilly, this ride, and I knew that because that's why I chose to do it, because I know I've got the Suffolk Spring Classic on Sunday. It's currently Friday, so the plan was to come out and do this one and kind of really push myself on the hills, and also the distance, because this will be the longest one this year so far. It's really dodgy, this road. And then the plan is to kind of have a day off tomorrow. I think tomorrow and Sunday are supposed to be pretty decent weather, get rid of this poxy rain and wind. So I'll clean the bike tomorrow, lube it all up, get it in the car and get everything sorted for Sunday. So it seems like it's stopped raining, which is nice. So I will pull in, because there's I don't know what this is, it looks like a coach coming up, and I will spin you around and I'll see you in a bit. Oh, see you in a bit. It's ridiculous. I mean, I know obviously I'm on roads, I've got to expect traffic, but normally on these back roads I barely see anything, and this has been ridiculous today. But it is still quite early, so before anyone leaves any comments about, oh, you're a bloody cyclist, you're on the road, you don't pay road tax, all that old nonsense, I will be pedantic and say unless you were driving before 1973, no one in this country has paid road tax. You pay vehicle excise duty, so wind your neck in. And I do pay that because I've got a car. So anyway, I will spin you around, rant over, and I'll see you in a bit. See you in a bit. So you'll probably notice by the squealing of the brakes that I'm not going full beans when I'm going downhill at the moment. Mainly because the visibility really isn't that good. The road surface is really muddy and quite slippery. I've felt my wheel go a couple of times, so I am taking it quite easy. I'm not, certainly not in a race to get round, and yeah, I'm not gonna risk kind of flying down hills if I'm gonna hit a pothole or worst case kind of come off on a bit of mud. So I am taking it easy. As I say, the weather, I knew the weather wasn't going to be great today. I didn't expect it to be this bad so early on, but you know, it's not taking anything off the ride. You know, it's still really good to be out. Oh God, oh, bloody hell, blimey, flipping heck. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why I'm not going full tilt at the moment, certainly downhill, because with roads like that it would be really easy to kind of bounce, hit a patch of mud and then end up on my arse. I don't really want to do that. So yeah, going well at the moment. Gone over some fairly steep inclines. There is one about 10 miles from the end, Paxton Hill, which we've been up from both sides before. This one, obviously, this ride goes from Paxton kind of heading up over towards Huntingdon, but then when we get to the top of the hill we're going to turn right and go up through Gravely and into Hilton and St Ives. So we've got a little way yet until we get on that, but there's been some quite significant bumps back there which have certainly got the legs working, which, as I said earlier, is one of the reasons for me coming out on this ride today, just to try and get some hills and some inclines. So I'm coming up to a junction, so I'm going to spin you around and I'll speak to you in a bit. I'll see you in a bit. See you in a bit. So I've just stopped just to change the battery in the GoPro because it was getting a bit low. It's stopped raining, which is good, but I am absolutely soaked. Glasses are soaked inside and out. I was getting rain in my eyeballs. Feet are freezing. I'm soaking wet. As you can see, I'm in my winter gear because it was absolutely bloody freezing when I left this morning. So I've gone from kind of getting the legs out and looking forward to having the kind of jersey on with the short sleeves to absolutely going back to my my kind of winter gear. But it's all good. Still enjoying it. Hopefully the rain will kind of hold off now until we get home. We're now on the edge of Paxton, I think, St Neots. St Neots is over there. So we're kind of coming down this road here, and then we're going to sweep round and head under that. I think that's the I think that's the A1 actually. So we'll either go under or over the A1 into Paxton, and then sort of skirt round St Neots and then hit Paxton Hill. So I will speak to you probably when we're up past Paxton Hill, because that's going to be a bit of a leg burner. So I'll see you in a bit. See you in a bit. I'm on the road down to Hilton now. So Hilton's just down here. Would you believe the sun's teasing me? It's not quite out, but it's getting a little bit warmer now, fortunately. But I don't know where we're at. 38 miles. So we've still got probably about another 15 miles to go. So sort of through Hilton, out the back of Hilton, over the A14, and then into the back of St Ives. So it has been a really good ride, although I was absolutely soaked, freezing cold, and absolutely blown to pieces. I am really glad I came out. It's hopefully going to make the Suffolk ride a little bit more bearable on Sunday, and hopefully this wind is going to bugger off and the rain's going to stay away, and it will be a really good day. Well, it'll be a really good day anyway, because it's always good to get out. But I will be glad to get home. I've taken the gloves off because they were absolutely soaked, and my hands are actually getting quite cold. But I will be glad to get home. I've got to get out the back of St Ives yet, and then up the Heath Road, and then up Piddly Sheep Lane. So I know that's going to be a bit of a leg burner, but yeah, get home and have a nice coffee, I think. So yeah, so I will spin you around so you can see the delights of Hilton, and I will speak to you again probably when we're the other side of St Ives. So I will see you in a bit. See you in a bit. I'm on the hill on Piddly Sheep Lane. I don't know what's worse, riding up here after nearly 49 miles, or riding up here after 49 miles in headwind. God, it's actually a bit sheltered at the moment, but back there, bloody hell, that was ferocious. That's not a word I use that often, but yeah, that was savage back there, and it probably is when I just get round the corner here. But get up here and then drop down through Piddly, the little rise up to Fenton, and then back home. So I'll get to the top, spin you around, and I'll speak to you a bit later. I'll see you in a bit. See you in a bit. So I'm now back. Obviously, as you can just see, I've got to clean the bike. I'll do that tomorrow. I'm going to get all the gear away, get it all dried and cleaned, ready for Sunday, and go and have a coffee, have a bath, and put my feet up for the rest of the day. So thanks for watching this one. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe and like this video and check out some of the others. And if you are a regular customer or regular viewer, not customer, thanks again for your support, and I'll see you on the next one, which will be over in Newmarket for the Spring Classic. So really looking forward to that one. Hope the weather does kind of calm down a bit, because it was really windy, incredibly wet, and pretty slow today as well. So but at least I got out. So so yeah, thanks again, and I will see you on the Suffolk ride. See you in a bit.